The beginning of this year, I got myself in trouble because I didn't answer my calls over the last holidays. You will remember it was frozen and everybody was all about survival. And I got in trouble because I didn't answer my calls. And it was evident that as the year progressed that I was in trouble. My boss was angry with me. He made sure he gave me absolute difficulties in every little situation. And it became unbearable for me. Work was not something that I was looking forward to at all. So I started asking God. I said, surely God, you didn't bring me into this to have me go through such difficulty. My work ethic is good. I'm surviving. I'm doing everything that I need to do, but my boss is not pleased with me. And so I asked God whether he would either help me find a new job or fix that situation. And as I was trying to find a new job, God answered my prayer in a kind of an interesting way, because at the beginning of this month, my boss was let go. In essence, removing that threat from me. It's been the most quiet 3 weeks I've ever had since the year began, and I thank God for it.
One day, a public accountant did something that perhaps all of us should do. He decided to start writing a diary of his relationship with God. He began writing down everything that God had given him and everything that he had done for God. As the time went by, he realized that his diary had begun to look a lot like his accounting books, a ledger in which were recorded debits and credits with God. If anyone did him a favor, he registered that as a gift from God to him. He credited to God the sun, his food, his health, his friends and family, among thousands of other gifts he had been given. On the other side, he wrote down what he had done unto God. Finally, he gave up, saying, "It is impossible to balance this account. God is indeed my benefactor, and what I have done for him is almost like nothing at all." There is no doubt that God loves us and surrounds us with countless blessings that are often unnoticed. Prayer is one of the ways through which we can acknowledge God's love, mercy, faithfulness, and blessings unto us. And the main blessing from God is the fact that he sent his only Son to die in our place. But God demonstrates his own love towards us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us, Romans 5 verse 8. And speaking of the relationship between the revelation of God's love and prayer, we need to understand that the latter implies the occurrence of a cosmic event that allowed for our direct access to God, which had previously been interrupted by sin. It is only through Christ that human beings can now have direct access to God's throne through prayer. The letter to the Hebrews reads, "Seeing then that we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus the Son of God, let us hold fast our confession, for we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need." Prayer is both an implicit and an explicit declaration of an unquestionable reality, that God, in his infinite love, as manifested in Jesus' saving sacrifice, made himself accessible to us. The condition of humanity has changed drastically thanks to Christ's achievements in our behalf. We are no longer alienated from God's heavenly sanctuary, having free access to him through our prayers. Jonah the prophet wrote, "When my soul fainted within me, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer went up to you into your holy temple." The assurance of access to God's throne and the promise that he hears our prayers inspired Paul to write the following words to the Philippians: "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." Through Christ, you can enjoy direct access to God and place your troubles, fears, concerns, and worries by his throne. Why not reach for that blessing right now? Pray to God at this moment in the assurance that prayer is the key in the hands of faith to unlock heaven's storehouse, where are treasured the boundless resources of omnipotence.